Question number 11, Darien Fenton.
My question is to the Minister of Labour. Does she stand by her statement regarding foreign chartered fishing vessels? If breaches of labour law occur, such as underpayment of wages or illegal deductions or breaches of the Code of Practice, the Department of Labour will be able to investigate them and take action.
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yes, I said this as part of our announcement that we will be moving to require reflagging of foreign fishing vessels. This bold step was much needed because the current system that Labour put in place in 2006 was simply not working. This system has created many difficulties around pay, conditions and enforcement on foreign boats, and we're trying to deal with these current issues as we transition to the new regime.
Darien Fenton.
Supplementary. Why, after more than a year, have the crews of Ouyang 75 and Shin Yi still not received the wages they are owed under the Minimum Wage Act when she said the department would help?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr. Speaker, there are various vessels going through various stages of the auditing process, which is an increased auditing process under the improvements that we have made. Mr. Speaker, we did inherit a system that was in disarray. We did move boldly, and we are doing what we can to make sure that minimum wages are actually maintained and that that conditions are actually enhanced.
Darien Fenton.
How much funding are the crew members owed, and is the amount greater or lesser than the cost of the 3 investigations her department has so far ordered into this issue without achieving any result?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr. Speaker, I don't have the amount in order to answer that question, but if you put it in writing, I'm happy to give it a go.
Barbara Stewart.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Has she read the US Department of State's Trafficking in Persons report for 2012? And if so, what is her response to claims that foreign chartered fishing vessels are employing slave labour in New Zealand waters?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr. Speaker, we're always very concerned about any suggestions of slave labour in the seas, whether our seas or not, and that is why we took the very bold step of having a ministry inquiry into foreign fishing vessels, and that is why the decisions following from that went further than the recommendations of the inquiry itself.
Darien Fenton.
Supplementary to the Minister. Is it true that the widows of the 6 crew who drowned when the Ouyang 70 sank in the Southern Ocean in 2010 have also not received the wages owed to their lost relatives? And if so, what is her department doing about it?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr. Speaker, as I answered in a previous question, albeit generically, the department is going through various audits of all fishing vessels. We've got the services of KPMG as an independent auditor because some of the tracking of the money through the sources is actually forensic accounting, takes some specialist work, and is actually not an easy job. But that is actually why we tried to fix a code which was put in place under Labour which was not working.
Darien Fenton.
To the Minister, can she assure the House that the new rules she's introducing around the flagging of foreign fishing vessels will stop this 21st century slave labour conduct? And if so, why is she allowing these practices to continue for 4 whole years before implementing the new rules?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr. Speaker, I can assure the House that the new code that is being proposed is vastly superior to the old code which was in place under the Labour government, which they did nothing for.
Question number 12, Nikki Wagner.
Thank you, Mr.